All of you, is my voice audible for everyone? Is my voice audible for everyone? Yes, perfect. Guys, in the last session, we discussed about what is full stack development. So front end application will be available, back end APIs will be available. Front end we can develop by using Angular or React. Back end applications we are developing by using Spring Boot. So front end application will interact with the backend REST API. Backend REST APIs will communicate with the database to persist the data. Then after we discussed about what is single page application and what is multi-page application. Single page application means one web page will be available and for every request just data will be rendered in the web page. So Angular.io, Gmail, these are the examples for single page applications. And a multi-page application means for every request, new web page will be loaded. That is called multi-page application. Currently in the market, a lot of demand is there for single page applications. So in the single page applications, when we click on, when we perform some operation, when we send a request to the server, for first request, web page will come as a response. For first request, web page will come as a response. When we send the second request, just data will be rendered on the web page without reloading the page. In the multi-page web application, every time new page will be rendered. In the single page application, page will not be rendered, only content will be loaded. Only content will be loaded. Okay, guys. Perfect. Then after we discussed about what is Angular and what is single page application and what is the difference between Angular JS and Angular, and we have seen what is the TypeScript. Angular is a client-side framework to create web application. Angular can be used in the front end, back end can be anything. Angular front end can talk to any backend application. Angular is developed by using TypeScript, which is a superset of the JavaScript. Angular is developed by a company called Google. Angular is free to use and Angular is open source. Angular is a class platform. That means it supports all the operating systems. And Angular is a cross-browser. It works for all the browsers. Angular is mainly used to create single page applications, nothing but SPA applications. All right. Then what is multi-page web application and what is single page web application? Multi-page web application means for every request, complete web page will be loaded. Whereas in the single page web application, for every request, web page will not be loaded, only content will be loaded. Angular JS versus Angular. Initially, Angular JS came into market, which is developed by using JavaScript. Due to some performance issues, Google has rewritten the complete Angular framework from Angular 2. From Angular 2, it is called Angular framework. Before Angular 2, it is called Angular JS. Now currently we are using Angular framework, not Angular JS. Then in order to work with Angular, TypeScript knowledge is required because Angular framework is developed by using TypeScript. Angular framework also developed by using TypeScript. In the Angular projects, we will write the code by using TypeScript only. In the Angular framework, we will use a TypeScript as a language. Angular framework is developed by using TypeScript, and we will also develop the logic in the Angular by using TypeScript only. So if you want to learn the Angular, first you need to know TypeScript. What is a TypeScript? TypeScript is a general purpose programming language. TypeScript is superset of the JavaScript. TypeScript can be used at the client side development as well as at the server side development also. TypeScript is a general purpose programming language. It is a superset of the JavaScript. It can be used at the client side development as well as at the server side development. But the problem is, whenever we write a program by using TypeScript, the TypeScript program cannot be executed in the browser directly. That is not possible. Every TypeScript program should be converted into JavaScript. JavaScript program can be executed in the browser. Okay, sir, why to use the TypeScript then? Why don't you go for JavaScript directly? There are some limitations in the JavaScript. JavaScript does not support for data types. Okay, so that is the reason we are going for a TypeScript. TypeScript is superset of the JavaScript. What are the features available in the JavaScript? All the features are available in the TypeScript also, and the TypeScript is having some additional features which are not available in the JavaScript. That's why TypeScript is called as superset of JavaScript. TypeScript is a general purpose programming language. TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. TypeScript can be used at the client side development as well as at the server side development also. Browsers cannot understand the TypeScript directly. Browsers cannot understand the TypeScript directly. TypeScript files should be converted to JavaScript, and the JavaScript files will be executed in the browser. So TypeScript file will have .ts as the extension. JavaScript will have .js as the extension. We will write the Angular code in the TypeScript. That TypeScript will be converted to JavaScript. That JavaScript will be executed in the browser. The process of converting TypeScript file to JavaScript file is called transpilation. To perform the transpilation, we will use TypeScript compiler. How we have a Java compiler, similarly here we have a TypeScript compiler, TSC. TSC represents TypeScript compiler. Okay, now this Angular developed by Google, TypeScript developed by Microsoft. TypeScript developed by Microsoft. TypeScript supports OOPS concepts also. If you know Java programming language, easily we can learn the Angular. Variables, data types, methods, classes, objects, interfaces, constructors, abstract classes, import statements, every concept will be used in the TypeScript. Okay, now let us see how to work with the TypeScript. TypeScript installation. In order to install the TypeScript, I'm going to use Node.js first. Let's download Node.js in our system. Let's download Node.js. Windows installer MSI file 64-bit. So Node installer I am downloading. You can also download the Node.js. We need the Node.js in our system. Okay. So I have given the link to download the Node.js. Windows installer 64-bit Node.js we are going to download. MSI, it is a direct installer. Click on install, next, finish. I'm installing Node in my machine. Accept the agreement. Click on next, click on next, click on next, install. It is installing Node.js in my computer. It is installing Node.js in my computer. By using this Node.js, we will install the TypeScript and we will install the Angular also. By using Node, we can install the TypeScript and we can install the Angular also. Node is installing in my machine. Guys, you also download the Node and install the Node. You also download the Node software and install the Node software, Node.js. When we install the Node, we will get the Node package manager. Using that Node package manager, we can install the TypeScript, we can install the Angular also. Yes, it is installing Node. Once the Node is installed, you can go to command prompt and you can check the version of the Node, node space -v. Download Node.js installer from this URL. Install the Node.js. After installing the Node.js, we can verify which version of the Node is installed. Node space -v command we can use to install the Node. Click on finish. Node is installed. Open CMD, command prompt, open command prompt, check it, Node space -v. Node version 18.12 installed in my machine. Node version got installed. Once a Node is installed in your system, you can verify this installation by using this command, node space -v. Which version of the Node? Node version 18.12 got installed. Once we install the Node, by using this npm, we can install the TypeScript. npm install -g space TypeScript. -g represents global. I can use a TypeScript from anywhere. Okay. npm install npm space install space -g space TypeScript. Okay. Using this npm, I'm installing TypeScript in my system. Yes, it is installing TypeScript. It is installing TypeScript. Yes, changed. TypeScript got installed. tsc space -v. TypeScript version 4.9.3, Node version 18.12, Node space -v. First I downloaded the Node software from here. 64-bit Windows installer of the Node I have downloaded. I have installed that Node. After installing the Node, I opened my command prompt. I verified Node space -v, which is printing Node version. Once the Node is installed, by using npm stands for Node Package Manager, npm install -g space TypeScript. By using this Node Package Manager, I'm installing TypeScript. After TypeScript is installed, we can check which version of the TypeScript we have installed. tsc space -v. TSC stands for TypeScript compiler. TSC space -v, which is giving the version of the TypeScript. TypeScript version 4.9.3 got installed. So with this, TypeScript setup is completed. It's simple. Install the Node.js, install the TypeScript. Download the Node.js from this URL, install it. After installing, verify the version of the node. Once the node is installed, using that npm package manager, install the TypeScript. Once the TypeScript is installed, verify the TypeScript version. Are you guys able to understand how to set up the TypeScript? Please give the commands in the chat. Man, can't you remember these commands? Can't you type these commands? Shishir, can't you type these commands how to check the version? Funny man. You are asking to type these commands in the chat. What is there? Node space -v, node space -v, tsc space -v. It's very simple. Everybody, please complete this setup. Download the node. I have given the link to download the node. I have given the link to download the node. I have given the link to download the node. Download the node and install. Once the node is installed, using that, install the TypeScript. Check the node version, check the TypeScript version. Check the node version and check the TypeScript version. Come on guys, do it fast. Everybody should be able to install Node and TypeScript in your system. Completed? Yep. I'm giving 2 minutes of time. Please complete the setup. Please join the class with laptop. Don't join with mobile. If you join from the mobile, you will miss the updates. Guys, please stop your cameras. Why are you switching on your camera? Perfect. With this, we are able to install the node and we are able to install TypeScript also. We are able to install the node and we are able to install the TypeScript also. Now, let us create first example by using TypeScript. Let us create TypeScript first example. Create a TypeScript file with the .ts extension and add the below code. Guys, in the Java, we are going to use string. String name is equal to some value. String name is equal to some value. This is the syntax in the Java. Okay, but in the TypeScript, we are going to create like this. Name colon string is equal to Ashok. Okay, some syntactical differences will be available between the Java and TypeScript. Okay, so here, first we will specify the data type, then we will specify the variable name. In the TypeScript, first variable name colon data type. In the Java, this is Java syntax. Data type space variable name is equal to value. But in the TypeScript, there is a difference. There is a difference. In the TypeScript, variable name colon data type. That is the syntax. Got my point? Got my point? String name is equal to Ashok. This is a variable declaration in the Java. Here, name colon string is equal to Ashok. This is a variable declaration in the TypeScript. Okay. Now, here, create a TypeScript file with .ts extension. Add the below code. Now, Java files will have .java extension. TS files will have .ts extension. I'm giving hello.ts. Hello.ts. This is my TypeScript file. Open this TypeScript file. Open with Notepad. Open with Notepad. In this file, I'm just declaring some code. I'm declaring a variable and I am printing the variable on the console. Where s colon string is equal to hello world. S colon string. S is a variable, string is a data type. S is a variable, string is a data type. Console.log, print the value of the variable. In the Java, how we will do that? If we go for Java, string name is equal to Ashok, and we are going to write system.out.println of name. Okay. In the TypeScript, what I am doing? I'm using console.log of name. That's it. Both codes are same. The purpose of both codes are same. First one is Java variable declaration, declaring a variable and print the value of the variable. If you compare Java and TypeScript, easily you can learn the TypeScript. Same Java concepts copy paste, just a syntax difference. String name is equal to Ashok, system.out.println of name. String name is equal to Ashok, system.out.println of name. It is printing, it is here, this is Java. This is Java. In the Java, we are declaring a variable, we are printing the variable. This is TypeScript. This is TypeScript. Declaring the variable, printing the variable. Here, this file will be saved with hello.java. Hello.java. This file will be saved with hello.ts. Hello.ts. So here we are going to compile this program. How we are going to compile? Java C space hello.java. Then we are going to execute this program Java space hello. Now here what we will do? TSC space hello.ts. Node space hello.js. That's it. Java program should be compiled. For that we are using Java C space hello.java. It will convert the Java program into .class file. Then we are going to run the .class file by using Java space hello. Java program will be saved with .java extension. The program will be saved with .java extension. String name is equal to Ashok. System.out.println of name. This is Java. Java C hello.java. Java space hello. That program will execute. In the TypeScript, name colon string is equal to Ashok. Console.log of name. So declaring a variable, printing a variable. TypeScript program will have .ts extension. TypeScript cannot be executed in the browser directly. TypeScript should be compiled into JavaScript. tsc space hello.ts. When we execute tsc space hello.ts, it will generate a hello.js. We can execute a hello.js by using node. Node space hello.js. It will print the output. Just look at the screen. Just look at the screen. How Java program is compiling and executing. How TypeScript program is compiling and executing. Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference, guys? So if you note Java, learning TypeScript is easy or difficult? If you know Java, learning TypeScript, learning Angular is very, very, very easy. Okay? Yep. I have hello.ts file. In the hello.ts file, I have declared a variable s colon string. S is a variable name. You can keep anything. S is a variable name. String is a data type. Guys, in the Java, string is a class, uppercase character. In the TypeScript, string is just a data type. So lowercase character. Where s colon string is equal to hello world. Console.log of s. Console.log of s. Exit. Okay. Now Now here hello.ts file is available. Let me open the command prompt. Let me open command prompt. Observe carefully how I am going to compile this program. I have hello.ts, tsc space hello.ts. I compiled. When I compile that program, can you see hello.js is created? When I compile the TypeScript program, can you see hello.js is created? Yes or no? Hello.js got created. Node space hello.js. Execute. Am I able to get a hello world message? I declared a variable. I have printed the value of the variable. I declared a variable. I have printed the value of the variable. What is the program available in that? Hello.ts. 1 minute. It is opening like this. Hello.ts. Yeah. Hello.ts. I declared a variable and I am printing the value of the variable. Console.log. Console.log. It is used to print the value of the variable. Are you guys clear with my point? How to create a TypeScript program, how to compile the TypeScript program, and how to execute the TypeScript program. TypeScript program cannot be executed in the browser directly. First, we will create a TypeScript file with .ts. That TypeScript file should be compiled into JavaScript. For that, we will use a TypeScript compiler that is called a transpilation. When we execute the JavaScript program, it will execute in the browser. It will give the output. TypeScript should be converted to JavaScript. The process of converting TypeScript to JavaScript is called as transpilation. Once a JavaScript file is created, we will execute that file, then we will get the output in the browser. Currently, I'm getting the output in the browser. I'm getting the output in the command prompt. Guys, currently I'm getting the output in the browser, or I'm getting output in the command prompt. I'm getting output in the command prompt. But JavaScript is used at the client side. We should get the output in the browser. We should get output in the browser. Okay, before going to do that, are you clear with first example using TypeScript? Are you clear with the first example using TypeScript? Creating a TypeScript file, compiling the TypeScript file by using TypeScript compiler. The TypeScript file is converted to JavaScript file. That JavaScript file we executed by using node command. Okay, next one. Next one, executing JavaScript in the browser. Whatever that JavaScript file is created, I want to execute that JavaScript file in the browser. To execute JavaScript file in the browser, we can link that JavaScript file with the HTML. We can link that JavaScript file with the HTML. Then HTML we can open in the browser. Then that JavaScript file will execute in the browser. Executing JavaScript in browser by linking JS file with HTML file. By linking JS file with HTML file, we can execute JS file in browser. Are you clear? By linking JS file with HTML file, we can execute JS file in browser. How to link JS file and HTML file? HTML will have a head tag and HTML will have a body tag. Inside the head tag, we will write a script tag. Script type is equal to text/JavaScript. Source is equal to your JS file. Whatever the file name you are going to use, that file name you need to specify. That file name you need to specify. Now see here, hello.js available. Hello.ts is available. Hello.ts is available and hello.js is available. Hello.ts is available and hello.js is available. Hello.ts available. Hello.ts is available and hello.js is also available. Hello.ts and hello.js is available. Got it? Now here I want to execute this hello.js in the HTML. Okay, open our HTML file, open with Notepad. Now inside the script, we can write a script tag. We can write a script tag. Inside the script tag, you can just specify your JavaScript file name. What is our JavaScript file name? Hello.js. What is our JavaScript file name? Hello.js. Head is available HTML. HTML contains a head. Inside the head we have a script, and here we have a body. Head tag available, body tag is available in the HTML. Head tag is available, body tag is available. HTML. Head tag available, body tag available. In the head tag we can write the script src source, which is JavaScript file it has to execute, that we are giving here, source hello.js, body content. Save this file, save this file, go to browser, open this, open with Chrome. Okay, I got welcome to Angular. Where is my message? Where is my message, guys? In my hello.ts file I have given a message na hello world. Is that message displaying in the browser, or that message not displaying in the browser? No, only body content is displaying. Only body content is displaying. In the JavaScript I am printing hello world. Is it printing that a hello world in the browser, or it is not printing hello world in the browser? Guys, hello world is printing in the browser, or hello world is not printing in the browser? Hello world is printing in the browser, or hello world is not printing in the browser? Hello world is printing in the browser, or hello world is not printing in the browser? Hello world is printing in the browser, or hello world is not printing in the browser? Hello world is printing in the browser, or hello world is not printing in the browser? Printing in the browser, but it is printing in the browser console. What I told in the TypeScript file? What is my TypeScript file is telling? Console.log. It will print in the browser console. It will print in the browser console. How to check the message in the browser console? Right click, inspect. Right click, inspect. When you right click on the browser and when you click on inspect, you can see hello world message. You can see hello world message in the console. You can see hello world message in the console. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Come on, guys. Guys, able to understand how to check the browser console? Inspect, inspect. Okay. Now let me change my program. Let me change my program. Here I'm going to use var s colon string, or var id colon number is equal to 100, var name colon string is equal to some Ashok. Okay, then var colon salary colon number is equal to 5000, something like this. Now I will use console.log of id, console.log of name, console.log of salary. Okay, here I'm just declaring 3 variables and I'm printing the content of those variables. Okay guys, I'm just declaring the variables and I'm printing the console. I'm printing the variables data in the console. My TypeScript file is modified. Now let me compile that file. tsc space hello.ts. I'm compiling the TypeScript file. I'm compiling the TypeScript file where what happened? Close this TypeScript file hello.ts where id colon number, where name colon string, where salary colon number. Any mistake guys? Are we doing any mistake in this? No. Where space variable colon data type, variable colon data type. Where username, okay, id, username and salary constant void. Okay, TypeScript space hello.ts. Then node space hello.js. Yes, here it is username. It is username. Compile once again. TypeScript compiler space hello.ts, hello.ts, node space hello.js. Yes, I'm able to declare 3 variables. I'm able to print the data in the console. So ID, username and salary. We are declaring 3 variables. We are printing the value of the 3 variables in the console. Now, if you go to browser demo.html, open with Chrome in the browser, welcome to Angular. Let's inspect it. When you inspect, can you see 101 Ashok 5000? Are we able to see the data in the browser console? Are we able to see the data in the browser console? Come on guys, we are able to see the data in the browser console. All right, so with this we are able to understand how to create a TypeScript program, how to compile the TypeScript program, how to execute the TypeScript program. TypeScript cannot be executed directly. TypeScript should be converted to JavaScript. JavaScript will be executed in the browser. We can execute JavaScript in 2 ways. By using node command, we can execute the JavaScript, or by using HTML file also, we can execute our JavaScript. How to link our JavaScript file with the HTML? By using script tag. We are going to use script tag. Using this script tag, we can execute that in the browser. So we are printing the data in the console. So we need to go to browser. We need to right click, inspect. Then in the console, we can see the data. Whatever the variables we are printing, those variables are printing on the console. So you got the clarity how to execute JavaScript in browser. You got the clarity how to execute JavaScript in browser. Able to see this guys? Huh. But in the real time, are we going to develop the applications by using Notepad, or we will use the IDE to develop our applications? Are we going to use Notepad to develop the applications, or we are going to use IDEs to develop the application? We will use IDE to develop the application. Which IDE we are going to use to develop? In the real time, we will use, for front-end development, we are going to use VS Code IDE. So download VS Code IDE, go to browser, click on the link I have given. So it will download, it will go to Visual Studio Code website. In the Visual Studio Code website, we have a option. Click on this Windows option. It will download VS Code IDE. All of you can download VS Code IDE. I have given the link in the chat box. I have given the link in the chat box. Please click on that link. It will navigate you to the browser. In that browser, you have the option to download. Here Windows is available. If you click on this button, Visual Studio Code.exe file will be downloaded. That is our VS Code IDE. That is our VS Code IDE. So download that IDE and install. For front-end development, we are going to use VS Code IDE. Okay. So in the real time, we don't use Notepad or Notepad++ for the development. We are going to use VS Code IDE. So download VS Code IDE. Download VS Code IDE. Using that VS Code IDE, we can develop our applications. Using VS Code IDE, we can develop our applications. Okay, guys. Perfect. Now, once you open that VS Code IDE, I have already downloaded Visual Studio Code. In my system, VS Code IDE is available. In my system, VS Code IDE is already available. Okay. Using this VS Code IDE, we can develop our applications and we can run the applications directly from here. We can develop the application and we can run the applications directly from here. Okay, good. All of you able to download VS Code IDE? All of you able to download the VS Code IDE? Yes. File, new text file, or you can open the VS Code IDE directly from the location where your programs are available. CMD code space dot. When you use code space dot, it will open VS Code IDE from the location. Okay, VS Code IDE is open. See how I am opening the VS Code IDE from my workspace. See here, this is the location where I am developing my TypeScript programs. This is the location where I am developing my TypeScript programs. I will open command prompt from this location. Click here, open CMD. In this CMD, I will space code space dot. When I use code space dot and when I click on enter, from that location, my VS Code IDE is opened. Are you able to see the VS Code IDE that I have opened? Are you able to see the VS Code IDE that I have opened? Yes. Yes. Now hello.ts file is available. Hello.js file is available. Demo.html file is available. Hello.ts is our TypeScript program. Now here in the VS Code IDE, terminal is available directly, guys. You no need to go for the command prompt also. Directly terminal is available here only. So here hello.ts file is there. Here I am declaring the variables. Here I am declaring the variables. So where ID colon number is equal to 101, uname colon string is equal to Ashok, salary colon number is equal to 5000, console.log. Click on terminal, new terminal. A terminal is opening from here. A terminal is opening from here directly. By default, PowerShell will open. You need to open command prompt. I have opened command prompt directly. Observe how I am going to open a terminal. In the VS Code directly, we can open the terminal. So if you see the menu of the VS Code IDE, above there is a terminal option. Click on the terminal, click on new terminal. When you click on new terminal, by default it is opening PowerShell. We don't need that PowerShell. We need to use command prompt. Here there is a drop down. Select this drop down and select command prompt. Now we got the command prompt. See here, whether you are using PowerShell or you are using command prompt, you can select from here. I'm deleting PowerShell. I'm using command prompt. Here directly we can execute tsc space hello.ts. tsc space hello.ts. It executed hello, compiled hello.js created. Node space hello.js. Now it is printing the data. Whatever the variables I declared with a data type, those variable data types will be removed in the JavaScript. JavaScript does not support for data types. It is representing everything as a var ID, var uname, var salary. One is a number, second one is a string, third one is a decimal, but everything is representing as a var. Data type concept is not available in the JavaScript. That is a drawback. To overcome that drawback only, we are going for TypeScript. When we go for TypeScript, we can declare a variable with the data type. We can decide what type of data can be stored into variable by using data type. ID colon number, uname colon string, salary colon number. I'm able to print that data. So from now, I will write the program in the VS Code IDE. I will compile here. I will run here. Okay, see how I am opening the terminal. Terminal, new terminal. By default, we are getting PowerShell. Change the PowerShell to command prompt. Click on command prompt. Now I got the command prompt. In this command prompt, I can execute tsc space hello.ts. It will compile and will generate JS. Then when you go for JS, node space hello.js, it is printing the output. I have already included that JS file in my HTML file. How can we run this HTML file? Right click on the HTML, open with live server. When I click on open with live server, it will open that in the browser. Welcome to Angular. Right click, view source. Yes, right click, inspect. Right click, inspect. When I do the inspect, it is printing console output. It is printing console output. 101 Ashok 5000 live server. So my HTML page is opening on the live server, localhost colon 5500 / demo.html. Live server is running on 5500. If you don't have a live server, go to extensions in the VS Code IDE, search for live server and install. It is used to run the front-end applications. Live server. To run the Java application, we will use a Tomcat server, right? Similarly, to run the front-end application, we can use live server. So you can install the live server from the IDE. In the IDE here, last option extension is available. Click on the extension, type the live server, you will get the install option. Click on the install, live server will be installed. Once the live server is installed, when you right click on the HTML file, it is giving open with live server. My project is running in the live server. My front-end application is running in the live server. Can you guys install the live server now? Live server extension that is used to run our front-end applications. To run the back-end applications, we will use a Tomcat. Java application we can run by using Tomcat. Front-end application we will run by using live server. How to install the live server in the VS Code? Go to VS Code IDE, click on the extension, type live server here. It will give the option. There you will get the install button. When you click on the install, live server will be installed. Whatever the HTML files we have, right click on the HTML, open with live server. Can you guys do that now? Can you install the live server? Yes, whenever you run the project in the live server, it will show the IP address 127.0.0.1 that is equal to your local host. Localhost IP address 127.0.0.1 that is a localhost IP. 5500 is the port number of the live server. That is port number of the live server. Guys, are you able to install the live server? Are you able to install the live server? Yes. So this is TS file. When we compile this TS file, we are getting this JS file. This JS file I'm using in the HTML. Script text/JavaScript source is equal to hello.js. So this is JavaScript file I'm executing by using HTML. Able to understand how I am creating my first web application? Able to understand how I'm creating and running my first web application using TypeScript? I created a hello.ts file. I compiled that file. It generated a JS file. That JS file I'm adding in the HTML. I'm running the HTML file by using live server. Then I'm getting the output. To see the console, right click on the browser, inspect. It will display the console with the values. Whatever the values we are printing on the console, it is displaying. If you don't want to display on the console, you can write the alert. You can write the alert. It will give you a alert message. Got it? Huh. Do I need to discuss anything about variables, guys? Do I need to discuss anything about variables? Variables are used to store the data. Data types. Data types specify what type of value that can be stored into a variable. In the TypeScript, there are some variables available. Number, all types of numbers. Whether you want to, in the Java, we have int, byte, long, short, float, double. But in the TypeScript, for any type of number, we will use only number type. It is a number or it is a float. We will go for only number data type. In the TypeScript, we have the data type as a number. It represents all types of numbers, integers and floating numbers. Any number can be represented by using number data type. String, collection of characters in the double quotes or single quotes. In the Java, string is a class, uppercase S will be available. In the TypeScript, string is a just data type. String data can be stored in the double quotes or string data can be stored in the single quote also when we go for TypeScript. Boolean, true or false. If you don't know data type, then you can go for any type of value you can store. So these are list of data types available in the TypeScript. Number, string, boolean, any. Number is used to represent any type of number. String is used to represent a group of characters. Those characters can be stored in the single quote or that character can be stored in the double quotes also. Boolean represents true or false value. When you don't know the data type, which data type to use, then you can go for any type. Any type of value we can store. Now, here I have given some program to represent data types. Person name, age, gender, is employed. I want to print all the data in the single line by using console.log name to access the variable value dollar of variable name, dollar of variable name, dollar of variable name, dollar of variable name. So variable where p colon, sir, where is mandatory or optional? Not mandatory. So in the tomorrow session, I will tell you what is where and what is let. You can use the let keyword or you can use where keyword also to declare the variables. What is the difference between where and let? That I will explain in the tomorrow session. Okay, so this program is used to declare some variables and print the values of the variables in the console. Are you guys clear with my point? Now, take this program, just take this. It will print everything in the single line. Name colon string, age colon number, gender colon string, employed colon boolean. I'm storing some data in the variables. Console.log name is equal to dollar of name, age is equal to dollar of age, gender is equal to dollar of gender, is employed is equal to dollar of is employed. So this is my TypeScript program. How to compile this TypeScript? tsc space hello.ts compiled into JavaScript. Go to JavaScript. It is printing in the JavaScript. TypeScript program is converted to JavaScript program. In the JavaScript, data types are not available. That is the drawback. Okay. Now, once the JavaScript is created, then we can go for node space hello.js. Name is equal to Ashok, age is equal to 20, gender is equal to male, is employed is equal to false. So true or false we can store because it is a Boolean value. So we are able to print everything in the single line. Console.log. We are printing the data in the single line. So this is a program which will print the data in the single line. So can you guys practice up to variables concept? Tomorrow I will talk about what is where keyword and what is let keyword in the TypeScript. So the difference between where and let is important to understand. After that, arrays concept will be available. After the arrays, loops will be available. I'm not going to explain the arrays and loops, guys, because you already know that in the Java. I don't want to waste your time. Functions, nothing but methods will be available. I will explain the functions tomorrow. Named functions, anonymous functions, arrow functions will be available. Function with parameters, optional parameters will be available. Default parameters will be available. REST parameters will be available. Arrow functions will be available. Then function overloading, nothing but method overloading. Oops in the TypeScript will be available. All these things I'm not going to discuss because you know what is variable, what is method, what is constructor, what is inner class, what is object. So tomorrow I will explain difference between where keyword and let keyword, and I will explain how to write the functions. After that we can start with the Angular because all the remaining concepts you know already in the Java. Okay, good. Fine guys, so with this I'm stopping for today. Today I'm closing the session little early, so because today I have some personal work, guys. My father is traveling to my hometown. I need to go to bus stop to drop him, so that's why I'm closing the session little early. From tomorrow I will take 1.5 hour session daily, so please practice the programs up to variables. So tomorrow we'll discuss remaining concepts in the TypeScript. I'm not going to spend much time for the TypeScript because all these concepts you already aware. Okay, good. Good, fine. Notes is already uploaded, guys. Let me re-upload the notes. Let me re-upload the notes in our website. I'm going to re-upload the notes in the website so that you guys can download and you can practice. Please practice TypeScript program with the VS Code IDE. Please practice variables also in the TypeScript. So tomorrow we will talk more about where, let, and functions in the TypeScript. Once it is done, we are good to start with the Angular. I'm not going to teach once again oops here, guys, because you already know that. Yeah, notes is uploaded. Can you guys check it? Can you guys check it? Notes is uploaded in the website. I'm re-uploading the updated notes. Yep, notes is updated. Can you guys download and practice now? Are you able to access the notes? Yep, recordings will be uploaded by today night, guys. Recordings will be uploaded by today night. In the same folder where you have JRTP videos access, in the same course, Angular videos, Docker videos also will be uploaded by today. By today night, we will complete the videos upload. 22 JRTP people in the same course you will get the videos. 21 JRTP people in the same course you will get the videos. By today night, we will complete the videos uploading. Class notes is already updated. Thank you. We'll see you in the tomorrow session. Please practice variables and data types in the TypeScript. Tomorrow we will talk about where keyword, let keyword, and functions in the TypeScript. Once the functions completed, I will explain modules in the TypeScript. Then we'll start with Angular architecture. Tomorrow we'll start the Angular architecture also. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in the tomorrow's class. Good night.